Hello and welcome to A Life More Boating. So we are here today with the lovely people from Marina Marbella to have a look at the Sea Ray Sundancer 370. Now this for me is an incredible boat because it's really nice to have a cabin boat, but it's also nice to have an open lounging bow like that one there, bow rider, that's what I'm after. But sometimes the weather's not right, so sometimes you don't want a bow rider. So the Sundancer 370 is a really good compromise of both of those. And I know sometimes compromise isn't a great word, but in this case it really works. So starting the bathing platform, you'll notice that down there is a bathing platform extension, so that slides out to give you more bathing platform as a form of a step. Swim ladder down there so you can get yourself in and out of the boat. You can easily see that shore power runs in down here, and effectively there's a run of seating across here. This is folded down in sun lounger, that folds up as you would imagine, slots in there and completes that round of sun cushions. That matches up with the other side there. Actually, I don't know if let's see if this swim platform's on. No, he won't because he's going to hit the boat behind. We'll leave that. Engine access down here, which we'll have a look at on the way out. There is smaller engine access in there for servicing and checking, and also a bit of a lazarette. But what's neat is all of these seats down here all have storage underneath them. Really easy. You lift it up, you can see there's the legs there for the table, so you can put half a table in there, half a table in there, and have a full table running across here. I'm also a bit of a big fan actually of leaving this as GRP. I know sometimes it can be a bit bright, but if you're using it as a water sports warm weather boat as this is going to be used, it's really practical. You can just wash the whole thing down. Anyway, back to the boat tour. Galley over here, fridge as you can see. There's a little grill under this lovely Korean top. I'm guessing that's just it's a sink in there. Ubiquitous cup holders, little drawer storage in there, and another drawer in there. So if I'm going to go back and a couple of steps back and start again, because you have got this rather fantastic hardtop as well with this sunshade sort of bimini extension, so you can slide that sunshade out and get more shade right over the back of this section here. You'll also notice externally that there are no side decks to speak of, and that's because you can access the boat by going forward, which we're going to do now. Over to the helm station, which we will pass on the way. Beautiful looking Sea Ray standard seat with pop-up bolster, and then over the back here you can see Simrad VHF, Simrad controller, Lenco trim tabs, joystick controller for the Mercruiser engines, joysticks, gear and throttle controllers, Sea Ray steering wheel, twin Simrads, lovely to see inset solenoid switches, I do like those, fusion stereo. Now before we go down below, we're going to go forward past this secondary helm seat with this lovely footrest. Now this is this whole thing about bow rider versus cabin boat. Now this is a vast door here which you can close off with a second door across here, and there's a second door there. That means you actually get the benefit of a full bow rider, so you get the ability to sit away from the quay with this fantastic view forwards. So you can dine, so this seat comes all the way up, you can fold that seat back down, and it then becomes a full set of 3 sun loungers with armrests, with cup holders, with phone storage, and you can relax as these lovely ladies are doing over here in your bow rider. You can drop that table down as well and then fill that whole section as a big vast forward sun lounger. Remote control searchlight, which is always good, and then in here we have, as you would expect, anchor winch, bit of rope and fender storage, and anchor controller. And also actually it's lovely to see, look, that chrome down there, that's a freshwater wash off, so you can wash your anchor off when it comes up all silty. And it also looks like there's drop-in pegs here, so you can actually put poles in here and cover this whole section with another bimini. Massive, I know how I like that word, massive one-piece windscreen, and really clever up the top there's an air scoop, so if it's a hot day you can just pop that open and help to get a bit of airflow through the boat. we'll head back into the cockpit area and head below. So now, yes, you have a bow rider, but you've also got a twin cabin boat as well, and you're not losing any headroom. It is epic headroom down here. So if I just turn that around, I'm 1.73 m and I can just touch the top there. Nice glazing panel in here as well, look, to help the light come down. You've then got a forward double berth, and there you go, you can see those two table sections that we looked at in the cockpit. Really clever that there's storage for the trip panel under there. You've got the 240 breakers under there as well. Little TV up the side there, wardrobe storage in there. Nice the way they've sort of covered up some of that GRP and sunk those hull windows. But what's really clever is currently this is a bed. There's a little switch over here, down here, look, which effectively converts that bed into a seat. So there you go. And again, if you wanted to, you could have a table in there, and you've got below deck dining. We'll just pop that back up because it was how we found it. How simple is that? So over on the side here we have the single heads, which is shared between this and the aft sleeping area. Vacuum flush loo, bit of storage under there, nice glass floating sink, light coming in and ventilation through those hull windows, and then you've got a separate shower in here, look, with a chunky perspex door, mixer, shower head and its own window, which does have cover, so you can, if you are in here and you're moored alongside someone, you can infill those windows. Lovely big mirror on the back of the door, which is always nice, and again really nice finish on the doors, the way the fabric, you've got the fabric and the sort of vinylette. And then below the cockpit saloon floor, behind these lovely chunky floating steps, would be a very, very large double berth, but it's full of boat show clobbing. You can effectively see here, so that cushion runs across there. You can see, if I stick my camera in, just below the cushion's running across the back, and then they run back up the side. There's a gap in the middle here, so you can sit there and have it as a sort of a aft lounge, fill it in and it becomes a double bed, and you've got hull windows on both sides. Storage, I don't know if you can see, quite decent storage in there, and exactly the same over the other side. And then we've got another sort of mini galley down here, isotherm fridge, combi microwave, a little bit of storage in there, lovely Korean worktop again with a decent sized stainless sink, and more cupboards. You can never have enough cupboards on a boat. So there you go. So we are going to have a quick look at the engine hatch. Now while we wait for the engine hatch to come up, I'm going to do my spiel about asking you to subscribe. We get loads and loads of people watching the videos, loads of people, but I think 95% of people who watch the videos haven't subscribed, so I'd really, really love it if you could subscribe. I won't open it all the way because it gets a little bit boring watching a hatch go up, but in here we have a couple of Mercruiser 8.2 mag engines running on stern drives. Bit of a squeeze in there, they squeeze those guys in. Big block V8s, as you can see, so I will drop in some performance figures next below, and I'll also put a link into Marina Marbella, who very, very kindly let us have a look at this boat. So while I sneakily put that cover down, I will say thank you very much for watching. Do please like and subscribe, it makes a real difference to us on the channel. Hope you've enjoyed the tour. I look forward to seeing you next time round.